Awesome. So, hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Happy February. It's the beginning of the month, and we just want to thank you all for joining us tonight. This is our health, wealth, and happiness call. So, we run this call the first Tuesday of each month, and it's one of our absolute favorite calls. So, tonight you're going to hear about our amazing products, why we're all so passionate about this business. And you're going to hear some stories of inspiration that we hope will help you dream a little bit bigger and see the vision for really what this business could be for you. So to introduce myself, my name is Allison Fitzpatrick. I've been with the Juice Plus company now for 2.5 years. I'm a mom of two teens, 14 and 15, and I've been married to my amazing husband for 19 years. I was actually in the finance world for 10 years, then decided to sort of shut the door on that part of my life and became a stay-at-home mom when my youngest was 1. So during that time, I was actually challenged with some of my own health issues that led me to teaching myself how to eat clean so I could feel better. And, basically I learned that taking inflammatory foods out of my diet cured the chronic pain that I was having, chronic neck pain that I was having for over 2 years. So I knew something, although my pain was gone, I knew something was still missing. I was sick all the time. I lacked energy. So when Juice Plus came into my life, I already knew the power of what healthy whole foods could do for us. So I thought, although I was skeptic at the time, I will admit, I'm going to give it a go and I'm going to see what happens. And since then, really, I have not looked back. The business for me came soon after I had been taking Juice Plus for a few months and my energy had gone through the roof. So I thought, okay, if I feel this good now, who knows how I'm going to feel as time goes on. But I knew it was something that I wanted to continue taking, and I knew it could be something that I was going to want to share with other people. So myself, my husband, my kids, we've all been taking Juice Plus now daily for almost 3 years. And we've noticed some amazing health changes, more energy, stronger immune system. My kids have not been on antibiotics since we started. My husband's IBS disappeared. And this past March, after being on the product for 2 years, I was actually able to get off of my high blood pressure medication, which I thought was never going to happen because I tried multiple times before that. So I was really happy about that. The business for me, I had no idea when I came into this business what it was going to do for me. I originally said yes because I love the products. I really love helping people become happier, healthier people. And, really that's exactly what the business has allowed me to do. But soon after realizing that, my paycheck was a direct reflection of how many people I was helping get healthier, that's when I really started to dream bigger, and I was able to see the vision of what this business could really be for me and for my family. So we all know, health is wealth, right? And when we're healthier, we're happier. And when we have more time freedom and more financial freedom, we're able to find happiness in being able to do the things that we want to do, rather than doing the things that we have to do. So as a stay-at-home mom, this has allowed me to contribute to my family finances. We've got 2 kids that we have to think about college soon. We do love our family vacations, all while still being able to be around whenever my kids need me, and I'm able to say yes to more for them. So I'm able to do this business, in stolen moments. And, the biggest thing that I didn't even realize I was missing as a stay-at-home mom was this community, and just surrounding yourself daily with like-minded men and women who are constantly there to lift you up and help you succeed. It's been pretty awesome. So I've experienced so much personal growth over these past few years, and I'm truly blessed to have found this business and this community. So, as we all know, behind every great business are amazing products. And I'm going to pass it over to Stacy, who is going to talk about our products. So there you go, Stacy.
Thank you. Thank you, Allison. That was awesome. So my name is Stacy King. I'm a physical therapist in Maryland, and I have been on the products and been a part of this company for 2 years. And I'm very quickly going to go over what our products are because they are just simple and they don't need and require a ton of explanation. So what we have and what I love is that there's a super simple, convenient, affordable way to get 30 fruits and vegetables and berries into your diet every day. And those are done by our Juice Plus capsule, or we also have gummies. So these are for kids or for people who have a hard time swallowing capsules. But what entails and what is in these capsules are vine ripened, non-GMO fruits, vegetables, and berries that our own growers grow, and then they're harvested at the peak of ripeness. And what's important about that is that our plants have the most nutrients and are most nutrient dense when they're picked, when they're ripe. So they are vine ripened, taken to our plants, they are frozen, they are macerated. Everything is done under slow and cold conditions to lock in as many nutrients as possible. And then they are crushed and we get plant powders. And just like that, taking some capsules, you're adding 30 additional fruits and vegetables and berries to our diet. And we all know we all need more, right? None of us gets enough. So a couple of things I really, really love about these is that they are vegan. They are the most researched nutritional product on the market. So I have full confidence in knowing that when I recommend this to anybody, that it's the real deal. It's not a vitamin, it's not a supplement. It has a nutrition label on it, just like a package of frozen broccoli would. And your body knows what to do with it. And those research studies show us that when you get it into your body actually takes it and absorbs it and puts it where it needs to go. And it's not going to pee it out like our vitamins do. So that's the capsules. And also they come in gummy form. When an adult goes on the product, one child can be sponsored for free for up to 4 years from ages 4 through full-time enrolled college student. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know many people that do that. The other thing with those is that they are safe for everyone. There's no warning labels on them. So if you happen to consume one too many gummies, which a lot of people have been known to do, you know what, nothing really bad is going to happen except you're going to spend a lot more time in the bathroom. So I love that it's not dangerous. The next product I'm going to go over quickly are our vegan omegas, and these are plant-based, right? So I heard a statistic the other day that every 4 pounds of fish gives you 1 ounce of fish oil. And so look at what we're doing to our environment when we're harvesting all of these fish to get our oils. And what we really know is that the fish eats the algae, and that is how we get our omegas. So with us, we bypass the fish, so no fishy burps. We're getting a full spectrum omega. So instead of just omega-3, we're getting omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and all plant-based. So again, these are totally awesome. They're vegan, so I love these. Omegas are great for brain health and heart health and skin, hair, and nails. So you're listening to anything that's happening in the medical world right now, everyone is talking about omegas. So it's super important to get them. We just can't get enough from our food. The last thing I'm going to go over quickly are our plant-based powders. These are called Complete. And the reason why they're called Complete is because they can stand alone as a meal. It has all of the essential nutrients that you need for a meal. So for me, I'm a physical therapist. I work all day long. I don't really take a break for patients, and I can swig on one of these during the day, and I'm not taking time away. It's convenient. They're also vegan. You're getting 15 additional plants in here, as well as 13 grams of protein. And these are safe for diabetics, so people worry about sugar in their shakes. And these have a low glycemic index. So there's so much fiber in here that any sugar that's naturally occurring in there, which is about what's in a half an apple, will stabilize and keep your blood sugar level all day long. So my kids have them every day after their soccer practices. I have them for lunch. My daughter also has both my kids actually have a half of one in the morning for breakfast on their way out the door to school. So that is our products. I am going to stop there and pass it on to Jen, who's going to tell her product story.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jen. I'm a personal trainer in Sacramento, California. I'm also mom to 2 rambunctious little girls. And I learned about Juice Plus a couple years ago. I was at a health and fitness trade show, and a fellow personal trainer, who is now a very dear friend of mine, had these little capsules filled with fruit and vegetable powder. And at that time, I was really struggling to get my kids and my clients to start developing really good habits around nutrition. I knew that none of us were getting anywhere near the amount of fruits and vegetables we should. So a product made from the actual plant material we were missing out on, just really resonated with me. So I got the gummies for the girls, And I got I started all of the other products myself. And since then, no one has been sick. The girls have not missed one day of school. They've seen the doctor only for well visits. And for myself, I've noticed a deeper reserve of energy. My skin, my hair, my nails are better. I recover from my workouts a lot faster. And I just feel better overall. So I really feel good about having a product that can fill in the gaps, that can pick up the slack when our life gets chaotic. I know that whatever we eat or don't eat, we are at least getting these 37 different plants into our bodies every day. And all the research shows how that's a great thing. So the only thing I wish is that I had learned about this when I was in high school. So I'm forever grateful, and I will never be without this stuff. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jen. Thank you for sharing your story. And you're right. Like, you know, everybody has a different story, and we never know what fueling our body with 30 to 45 different fruits and vegetables is going to do for us, but we know that it's only going to do good for our bodies, right? So I love that. So we're actually going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to talk about the business. And Hilary's going to talk about the business a little bit. But before we do that, I'm actually going to turn it over to Linda. If you don't mind going next, Linda. Linda is calling in from Australia with us today, and she's going to share her business story, and then we're going to have Hilary talk about the business after.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. I've loved it so far. Thank you for the stories, which honestly, I've had the honor, the privilege to be doing this 10 years now. It's my 10th year with the Juice Plus company. And I was a health coach. I was a stay-at-home mum. I had 3 kids under 3.5, and life was crazy. I had enjoyed a pretty stressful and deeply unfulfilling corporate career, and I just didn't know what to do next in life. I wanted connection. I wanted a tribe. I wanted purpose, and I really felt like that couldn't exist if you were choosing to stay at home. And on one income, man, we thought that was going to be a lot easier than what it was. So I was a huge raving fan of the products, first and foremost. It just transformed our life. I had pretty severe migraines at that time that nothing could get on top of. And after a few months of being on Juice Plus, when you said, Jen, a deep reserve of energy, I love that. It's such a great way to describe what happened for me. I just got my mojo back. The fog cleared, and I just started being out of my mind about everyone needs to be on Juice Plus. And it's so funny when I look back at it, because I go, well, I don't want to do the business. I don't want to sell to people. I'm going to recommend the hell out of this and get a ton of referrals for you, Lauren, my friend, but I'm not going to sell because I'm not like you. You know, I barely have time to get the kids out of the house, let alone a business. So some of these beliefs are really common and quite relatable. So it wasn't until I actually found when my friend said, you know what, this $400, like, Linda, you have all your family and friends on this product. They're getting these results. This $400 a month should really be yours. And I said, hello, what? $400 a month? Are you kidding? Okay, I'm listening. Now I'm ready to listen. So I just understood that really the business was about taking care of people. It's not sales. It's actually teaching. And so my question always in my business story is, do you know 1 or 2 other women, mostly women, because women just rock the house in this business because it's a caring business. Do you know 1 or 2 or maybe 4 other women who are like you, who are looking for some of the same things? Maybe it's the tribe. Maybe it's a mission that's bigger than us. Maybe it's that extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month that just alleviates some financial pressure at home, which was certainly what it became for me. So once I understood that I didn't have to go chase people and convince them, and it wasn't this big, top-heavy thing where all the people at the top make the money, I got that even $400 a month just blew my mind. And every single month I did a little bit more in the business. And it's just wild. You get to give yourself a pay rise every month. So that's what happened for me. Well before I really said yes to the business, I was earning and learning and having fun, going to balls and dressing up and conference. It's still the reason I joined, to be honest. And what I found was just a lifetime journey of friends and just a career that ticks all the boxes. So I know Hilary's going to go into this because there's these, preconceptions and myths about what is a stay-at-home business. Do you really need to become the convincer or the salesperson or the chaser? And it couldn't be any further than that. In fact, people do run from that. No one wants to be sold to. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Hilary, there to just kind of, I guess, bring to life, part of my story and yours as well.
Great. Thank you so much, Linda. I always love hearing your story. I just want to introduce myself. I'm a physical therapist in Washington, D.C. My name is Hilary Granat. I'm also a mom of twin boys who are 7 years old and also a health coach. I've been part of the Juice Plus company for about 4 years. And when I was first introduced to the Juice Plus company, I was already living my purpose and my passion of being a physical therapist. And what I loved about the Juice Plus business, I could continue to help people get healthy and do what I love, but on such a bigger scale than I could do one-on-one seeing patients. And also at the time when I was introduced to it, I didn't have a way of making passive income. So as a physical therapist, I'm always trading dollars for hours. So if I don't see a patient or a patient cancels on me, I don't make any money. If I want to take vacation time or volunteer at my kid's school, I'm not making any money. And I still have all of the expenses that I need to take care of. So Juice Plus is this great way for me to make passive income that I can do in stolen moments. I can do it at night when my kids go to bed. I can do it, listen to one of these calls, like on my car ride to work. I can do it when a patient cancels. So you can really do it anytime. As long as you have a phone or a laptop, this business can go with you. It's really great. So besides the passive income part that I love, as a physical therapist, and I know a lot of other jobs similar to mine, I didn't have a plan B. So if I get injured and can no longer work as a physical therapist, or when I get too old to continue doing my physical therapy type duties, I don't have a backup plan. There is no way for me to supplement the income that I'm making currently, or to even replace the income that I'm currently making if something happened to me. So Juice Plus has become this asset that I'm building over time while I'm working my full-time job that I still love, but I'm able to do this at the same time, and then eventually it will replace my PT income. So it's just this great, as I said, great asset, great passive form of income that I just love knowing that I have this security blanket for me and my family. So I just want to talk a little bit about the business structure, because what we want to teach you guys is a way to work smarter, not harder. And so when I joined Juice Plus, I obviously love the products, which is why I decided to do the business. My entire family is benefiting from the products. And then as far as the business go, as much as I love it now, I was really skeptical and had a lot of questions about the business model and the structure and how it works, as I'm sure some of you do as well. So I want to go over that with you so you can really see how it works. So I'm going to write on this whiteboard. So a typical business structure looks like this. Can you see that, Allison? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay. And you have the CEO at the top. And then underneath the CEO, there's a lot of different layers, VPs, senior management, managers. And then at the bottom of that, you have the people working the daily grind, trading dollars for hours. As you can see, there's very little room at the top. There's a CEO, and then you can work your way up. It's usually super competitive to get to the top, and the person at the top, the CEO or the very highest people there, are not really trying to help the people down here get to the top, because there's only enough room for one or two or a few people at the top. So they're not really wanting you to take their job. And most business structures and companies are like this. And then the great thing about Juice Plus, we're exactly the opposite. So take that pyramid or take that triangle, flip it upside down. So you have an upside down triangle. What we have is at our top level, it's called an NMD, which is our CEO position. And then down here, anybody can come in at this level. So whether you are a doctor, a stay-at-home mom, a teacher, it doesn't matter what education you have, who you are, what you've been doing already, anyone can come into this Juice Plus model. We all pay the exact same amount to join, which is $50 to become a distributor. Once you're a distributor, we also have levels, just like the traditional model, that you have to work your way up and to get to different levels. But the thing I love about ours is that the only way you can get promoted or work your way up these levels is by helping other people. So the more people that you help, the higher your paycheck is gonna be, and the higher you're gonna get up on these levels. And the beautiful thing about this, as I said with the CEO up here, the traditional model, it's very little room for a lot of people up here. If you look at ours, it's so wide. So anyone who decides to do our business has the exact same opportunity to make it to our CEO level, our national marketing director. So as long as you want this and you continue sharing, you can get to this position. And once you're at this position, you get full benefits, health insurance, tuition reimbursement, bonuses, everything that a traditional business model has, you get it by being an entrepreneur, owning your own business, but you still get all those benefits. So that's why I really love this business model. So I want to show you a little bit more about how this business works. So let me just erase this. So there's a couple different myths about being in a network marketing company and what you need to do. So I already talked about like the model of being a triangle. So some people say, is this a pyramid scheme? It's definitely not a pyramid scheme. I just showed you how the model works. But also this company has been around for 25 years. The product has never been recalled. And the CEO that started this company 25 years ago is still the CEO today. So this is an amazing business. It's an amazing company that really gives back to the community. They're the #1 donator to the St. Jude's Marathon. They donate tower gardens, which we didn't even talk about, to Boys and Girls Clubs across America. So just an amazing company. The #2 myth is that you need to know a lot of people and like selling. And that's not true either. This business is just a teach and sharing type of business. So just as you have your favorite restaurant, or you go to someone and you get your hair cut and you love the person that cuts your hair. I know as a physical therapist, I talk to my patients every day, like, what's your favorite restaurant? What new restaurant did you go to? Or where did you get your nails done? And when you start these products, when you fall in love with them as much as everyone on this call has, it's going to be so easy to share the benefits that you or your family and your loved ones are having and seeing. And so it becomes easier to talk about the products and sharing. So as I said, it's not about selling. It's just really just sharing from your heart. And then the third thing is that you need to know a lot of people or hunt people down to join this business. And that's not true at all either. It's really just knowing a few people and sharing. So when I started the business, it was just me. That's me. And then I shared it with my friend Bekki, who's on this call. And then Bekki shared it with her friend Allison, who's leading this call. And then Allison shared it with Jenny, and Jenny shared it with Julie. At the same time, I also shared it with one of my patients, Tracy, who's on this call. And then I shared it with Stacy. And then Stacy shared it with 2 people. And then Allison shared it with somebody. And so you can see this is called the popcorn effect. Just by sharing it with 2 people, the momentum keeps going and the duplication just happens. And that's how you grow your business. So you don't need to know a ton of people. So just to show it, some people like numbers, so I'm going to show it to you a different way. So as I said, I started off with just 2 people. If those 2 people shared with 2 people, that becomes 4 people. If 4 people share with 2, that becomes 8. If those 8 share with 2, that becomes 16. Those 16 share with 2, that becomes 32, and then 64. So you can see how quickly that grows. But just say you decide that you totally want to do this business really fast and furious, and you would decide to share with 5 people instead of 2. If those 5 people share with 5, that quickly becomes 25. 25 share with 5 people, that becomes 125. Those 125 share with 5 becomes 625 and straight down. So just by sharing with 3 additional people, you can see the huge difference in numbers. And so that's how this business works. So it's really not about knowing a lot of people, just sharing from your heart. All right, so I think I've been talking way long enough about the business model. So what brings everything to life are our stories. So I'm going to turn this over to Bekki, who's going to share why she said yes to the business and what her experience has been with the business. So Bekki.
Hi, my favorite part. Hi, everyone. So great to see you. My name is Bekki Fay, and I'm a CrossFit coach in Sacramento, California. I'm originally from Boston, where I worked in a cubicle for about 15 years, and I was totally miserable. I sat in traffic 1 to 2 hours every day. I was told when I could take time off. I may or may not get a promotion or a bonus. So basically, I lived for the weekends, and there just aren't enough weekends in the year to do that. So fast forward about 4 years, my husband and I moved to California. And after about 2 months of unpacking and getting settled and getting a really good tan, it was time to look for a job. And I would just panic. Even every time I tell this story, I feel it, just not wanting to go back to that cubicle. And it's not that I didn't want to work. I had just never found anything that I was really passionate about that got me out of bed in the morning and excited. So I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew what I didn't want. I was really just looking to work from home for a little bit of flexibility. And coincidentally, that same week, my best friend called me and told me about Juice Plus. 30 fruits and vegetables in a capsule made total sense to me, so I jumped on the product right away. I'd always been into health and nutrition and fitness. We'd always kind of talked about recipes and how we could be the best version of ourselves. So I was really excited about that. And then she told me it was a business, and like my mind was blown. So it was a business I could do from anywhere. I could do it from a coffee shop. I could do it from the beach. I could do it from the moon if I wanted to. So it's really given me that time freedom and flexibility that I was looking for, and ultimate financial freedom as well. So you are your own boss in this business. You work for yourself, but not by yourself. And you can do it, as we've been talking about, you can do it in stolen moments, just as you do life, as you have conversations. So you literally have nothing to lose. And one thing I didn't know was that I was looking for a community. As Allison was talking about, we are surrounded by people every single day that not only want to see you succeed, but help you in the process. We love and support and encourage and motivate and celebrate each other. We have so much fun inspiring healthy living around the world and really changing people's lives. And I dream again. I have a vision. I never used to do that before. You know, I have a vision of what I want my life to look like. And I know that I can make it happen, with this amazing community to help me. And guess what? It's only $50. It's only $50 to have your own franchise. I've spent $50 on a lot of things, but none of them has ever given me a paycheck. So this company, this mission, and this community has forever changed my life. And for that, I'm extremely grateful.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bekki. I always love hearing your story. And thank you, Hilary and Linda, also for sharing and for talking about the business. So I'm sure all of you can see why we're all just so passionate, not only about the products, but really what this business has been able to do for us, our community, and really how we just empower each other and lift each other up has just really been an amazing thing, I know, for everybody here. So if you're listening to this call and anything resonates with you, whether it's the product and you want to improve your own health or somebody else's that you might know, or maybe it's the business and you're looking for something where you can help people, but where you can also dream a little bit bigger for yourself. So we just leave you with this one question, what if? What if you could have more energy? What if you could improve your health in ways you didn't realize? What if you could be home with your kids rather than working your 9-to-5 job? What if you could say yes to more? So if, this sounds like something that you want to learn more about, definitely be sure to contact the person that invited you to the call. And, I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I know life can be crazy busy, so we really appreciate you taking the time to be with us, and we hope you all have a wonderful night. So I am going to stop the recording.